Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing kind of like a New Year's tag. I was tagged to do this by my friend here on YouTube. Her name is Tula, and it's kind of just like a tag reflecting on 2020 and kind of what we hope for 2021. So I'm super excited to sit down and film this tag today. While I'm doing this, I'm also going to be sharing and kind of doing my updated makeup routine. Grab yourself your basket of makeup or your makeup bag or whatever and hang out and get ready with me today while I'm answering these fun questions about 2020. Before we get into the video, I did just want to say thank you so much, Tula, for tagging me in this. If you guys aren't subscribed to her channel, I will link her channel down below in the description box. You should definitely check it out. She has a great personality, she's so funny, and she posts lots of good content on her channel that I know you will love. And I just want to say, if you're new here, hi, my name's Monique, welcome to my channel. And I'm trying to keep this intro short, so let's get into answering the questions. Alright, so I already put all of my skincare on, and now I'm just going to put my hair back in this little headband thing that my grandma got me for Christmas. I might look silly, but I love these so much because it really helps me not get makeup in my hair. So I'm just gonna quick put on this Laneige lip sleeping mask. I just always like to put this on when I'm getting ready to get my lips prepped and prepared for the makeup. I'm gonna try to mention the products that I'm using. I have kind of switched up my makeup routine a little bit over the past few months, and I've definitely been wearing a lot more eyeshadow. So I'm gonna try to share what I'm using, so hopefully I don't get too out of sorts with multitasking while answering these questions and also trying to do my makeup. The first thing that I'm gonna put on is this Wonder Glow. I got this as a sample from Sephora, so I'm just going to put this on. And then while I'm putting this on, let's see what the very first question is. 3 words to describe this past year. I am horrible at answering these kinds of questions, like 3 words to describe yourself, 3 words to describe whatever. But I would definitely say, okay, unpredictable. I can't think of like the word that I'm thinking for, but you know, where things are just put into perspective and it kind of shows you what truly matters in life. So that definitely was 2020. And then long. I think we can all agree that it was quite the long year. So next I'm just going to put this e.l.f. concealer. It's kind of like a reddish color. I have really bad under eye circles. I would just like to put this on my under eyes to kind of cancel out the blue tones. Alright, the next question is, what was your biggest accomplishment from this past year? I guess I would say starting my YouTube channel. That was a pretty big step for me because I am a shy girl. I do push myself to step outside my comfort zone a lot, but it definitely is hard for me because I'm not a risk taker by nature, and I'm definitely very much in my head and tend to think about a lot. I had wanted to do YouTube for over a year, but I just was nervous, and I mean, I'm sure that everybody can relate to this, to things that they want to do, but they're nervous what people might think or that they might fail or, you know, whatever. So, but I did it, and just doing it is such a great accomplishment because it was something that I wanted to do for such a long amount of time. I'm sorry if you can see my cat. She is like going crazy up in here. Seriously, she's like running around, scratching my chair. She's being crazy. Alright, next I'm going to mix this Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Foundation with a little bit of the L'Oreal Lumi. I'm gonna use my sponge. Don't judge the sponge, it's very ratchet. Very dirty. Okay, so who was your favorite YouTube content creator from this past year? I would definitely say I have a lot. I don't even think I could list them all in this video. If I had to pick the person that I had been the most like obsessed with in 2020, and I honestly do not know how I did not find her sooner because I love her and I love her content, but I would definitely have to say Kristen Johns. I know that she has made videos for the longest time. I think I found her maybe at the end of 2019 or early 2020. I don't really remember the exact date, but I wish I would have found her sooner because I love her videos. Alright, so the next question is, did you celebrate a quarantine birthday? And I did not. My birthday is on February 28th, and Michigan didn't go into like lockdown or whatever you want to call it until the middle or end of March. I actually went to Chicago Chicago on my birthday and everything was normal there. So I kind of got lucky. It happened right before everything happened. But I'm not sure how it's gonna be this year for my birthday. As of now, restaurants are still closed in Michigan, so I'm not even sure if I'm gonna be able to go out to eat or really what's gonna happen. But that's okay because I'm honestly so grateful for the past year and that I even get to celebrate another birthday. Whatever I end up doing will be fine. What social media app did you spend most of your time on this past year? Probably Instagram. I know everybody was like starting to get obsessed with TikTok, and I do like TikTok, but definitely say Instagram. What was the best thing that happened to you this past year? I've always been somebody that is very appreciative of the little things, but I do think that this year definitely like emphasized that even more. I do think that that was probably the best thing that happened to me because it just again like reiterated what the most important things in life are, which is like your health, your family, your faith. You know, it's different for everybody, but it just kind of taught me, you know, to like be thankful that you're even able to go to a gym or that you're able to go out to eat, you know, like the little things like that that we often take for granted. So I don't really think that I had like this giant accomplishment or something like that in 2020, but I always think it's pretty great to be reminded of how precious life and all the little things are. To never take going out to eat or the gym or being able to go out and about without wearing a mask for granted. Okay, so I just did my concealer and now I'm gonna use this Chanel bronzer. What was your biggest time waster this past year? Okay, so mine definitely wasn't like an app or something like that, but mine was probably like getting in my own head and overthinking. If you watch my channels, you definitely know this. I like thrive on living on a schedule, and I always think that I have my life planned out to a T and whatever. In 2020, I mean, we obviously could not do any of that. Our lives were not going as we had planned, and that's okay. But I would definitely have to say that my biggest time waster was like dwelling and kind of getting upset with like the way that my life was happening versus the way that I had wanted it to go. In 2020, I was really hoping to purchase a house and to move out and like get going with my life, and those things didn't happen. I mean, we were in the middle of a pandemic, and it's not that I couldn't do it, but it just wasn't the best time for me personally, so I did decide to wait. I had a bunch of stuff like that happen to me in 2020 where I thought that my life was gonna look like this, but it ended up looking like this, and it just kind of rattled me. And I think that I spent way too much time focusing on what I can do to fix it, I guess, rather than just like letting my life unfold in the way that it's meant to. I am very much a control freak, I guess, when it comes to my life. I'm not like that with other people's lives, but with my own. And when I don't have control over something within my own life, it kind of sends me into a spiral. And that is something that I'm working on, but 2020 definitely tested me with that. And I wasted way too much time trying to control things that I had no control over. Although I wasted so much time on that, it did also kind of show me that, you know, like I am not in control of my own life. I mean, I am to an extent, and I can work hard and set goals and do everything in my power, but at the end of the day, I'm a Christian and I believe in God, and God has my whole life planned, and my life is always gonna unfold according to His plan, not my plan. It's very humbling to have to experience and learn that, especially when you are such a type A person like me, but in a way, it is also such a relief because how great is it that I do not have to have everything perfect and figured out 100%. God's got my back. I'm a horrible multitasker. One statement that describes this past year for you. So I'm just gonna share this like Bible verse that I saw on Pinterest, Isaiah 60:22, and it just says, "When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen." And I kind of just explained all of why that would be a good statement for me in the past question. The next question is, what is one thing that you learned from this past year? So I'm gonna keep it light and fun. Something that I learned was calligraphy, actually. Earlier in 2020, when the pandemic first kind of hit, I spent so much of my time practicing my calligraphy and learning how to do it and making signs, and I'm still not a pro or anything like that, but it is something that I really enjoy doing, and it kind of helps me like not think about things because my brain is too busy focusing on perfecting each letter. Okay, I really need to get going on my makeup, so I'm just gonna use this Milani Baked Bronzer. And then the next question is, did you end up playing Among Us this past year? And I don't even know what that is. So no. Did you attend Zoom University for school or work this past year? No, I don't think I used Zoom once. At work we use a different software, we don't use Zoom. Next, I'm just gonna use this NARS blush. A little tip that I have for blush is to put it on the bridge of your nose. Helps make you look a little bit more sun-kissed. So the next question is my favorite memory from this past year. And to be honest, I mean, I didn't really travel or do anything like that, so I don't have many memories I can think of in that way, but I guess I spent a lot of my time going for walks with my sister and my mom and my friends, and I guess I would have to say that doing that, and I know that it really doesn't sound like much, but this whole pandemic, like I said, kind of showed us what we need to be grateful for, and I'm so grateful for being able to move my body and go for walks and spend time with my mom in that way, and my sister and my friends, and like really strengthen our relationships while also getting active. What did you watch more of? Netflix, Hulu, Disney, or YouTube? Probably YouTube. Definitely not Hulu or Disney, and I'm not really that into Netflix, so definitely YouTube. So this is a palette I've been loving. I've had this palette forever, but it's just the Tartelette in Bloom. I completely forgot about it until one of my favorite YouTubers shared it. What was the best way you used your time this year? Well, with working from home and YouTube and all that, I've definitely learned even more on how to time manage and schedule and plan and all of that. I don't know if that really is the answer to the question. I think I was pretty good at using my time. I'm not really like a time waster, to be honest. I don't really have trouble with that. I have trouble with the opposite, with like slowing down and not having to be doing something all the time. What was the most challenging thing that happened to you this past year? So I'm very grateful that I didn't lose like a loved one or anything from COVID. I can't imagine how hard that would be, and my heart goes out to everybody that has like suffered or lost somebody in that way. And I honestly don't really think I had anything super challenging happen to me. I mean, working from home was a challenge at first, and learning to not live my life according to my plan was a challenge at first, and like not being able to see my friends and family as much as I would like to. Those things are just like so little in the grand scheme of life that I feel silly even calling it a challenge. Next question is, what did you spend majority of your time in this year? Sweats or actual clothes? Probably sweat. Towards the end of the year, I definitely tried to get more dressed in like jeans and stuff. And it's crazy. Now I like look forward to the times I get to dress up. Did you pick up any new hobbies this past year? So I would definitely say that YouTube is a hobby that I picked up. And then also, like I mentioned earlier, calligraphy. Next question is my favorite holiday movie. Believe it or not, I'm not a big movie person. I do not have the attention span, and I just get bored. I did watch Holiday on Netflix this past year, and I really liked that. I think it's with Emma Watson, I think her name is, the girl from Unfabulous. That's how I remember it, because I was obsessed with Unfabulous when I was a kid. But I really liked that. And then I also really like funny holiday movies like Bad Moms Christmas. I really like that one. Did you add any pet additions to your family in 2021? I did not. So the very last question is, what are you looking forward to most in 2021? I don't know. I would say I have a lot of things planned that I want to do this year, but I am not gonna hold those plans too set in stone because I know how quickly life can change, and I also, like I said, learned that it's really not up to me and my plans. I have a couple friends getting married this year, so I'm excited to attend their weddings and see them get married this year. That is so exciting for them. My brother and my sister are both going to be having babies this year, and I'm also excited for that. But yeah, I mean, I'm super excited to see what this year has in store for me and all of my friends and family. 2021, I know, is going to be a really great year, and I'm very excited to see what's all to come. Alright, I'm all done with my makeup, and I do not think I did that great of a job at telling you what I was using and what I was doing, but I will list all and everything that I was using down below in the description box, and I will probably just have to do a like full-on makeup video separate from this one. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me today and listening to my New Year tag. It was definitely fun to be able to like sit back and relax and reflect on 2020 and kind of think about what's to come for 2021. So thanks again to Tula for tagging me in this video. I will be tagging other YouTubers below in the description box. So if you watch my videos and you are another YouTuber, please be sure to check out the description box because I might have tagged you. And then thank you all so much for watching. Leave a comment down below and tell me what you are most looking forward to in 2021. Thanks again for watching. I will see you in the next video.